Hi there, this is Judy and welcome back to my channel. And today's card, I am showing you how I made this. It is made with the Lemon Zest stamp set from Stampin' Up! And the two inks I used, Daffodil Delight, and I used the Hello Honey in the Sentiment. And I used a scallop punch and the round punch. So let's get started. So you're going to start with a base card, Whisper White cardstock, and this is cut at 8.5 by 5.5, and we're going to score this at 4 1/4. So we'll get out the Simply Scoring tool, and I'm going to score this at 4 1/4. And that's that. Put it away. And get our card base ready. Up and use the bone folder. It gives a nice crisp edge to it, and we'll set that aside. So on the mat, I used the glossy paper, and that is cut at 5 by 3 3/4, and we're going to stamp that with the Daffodil Delight. And I'm using a C block, and I'm going to take our lemon slice. Yeah, it could be any citrus. Right now it's a lemon. So we're going to ink that up. Ink it up nicely. And since this is a little bit of a trick to get that nice and smooth, I slipped my mouse pad under there. Put that up there. And we are just going to do some random stamping with the lemon slice on the backdrop. So straight down, give it push. Now with this glossy paper, it kind of sticks, so kind of peel it back up. And we're going to keep going until we get all of that. Just random. The glossy papers really take the ink nicely and gives it a nice bold look. So we'll keep going. There, and maybe one more there. Okay. I'll put that right there, and we're going to set this aside. Oh, we're not done with that. We're going to set this aside to dry. It, you know, it dries quick, but rather than take chances. Okay, so I'm taking another piece of Whisper White scrap, and because I use glossy on here, on the lemon slices that I put on the top, I used matte. Gives just enough a dimension. I'll put that back on there, and we're going to just we're just stamping 2 of these for the slices. So let's see, look over here. Utilize my paper as best I can. Straight down, and one more. There we go. That's all of the lemon slices. Okay. And while I've got this out, I'm going to stamp our Sentiment, and this is in Hello Honey. And this one, If Life Gives You Lemons. I just cut that out on my trimmer. And so it doesn't quite matter where that one goes. Put that over here because I'll get at least one straight edge. Go straight down, hold it just a few seconds, and then pull it up, and voila. And then the other that gets punched out with a circle punch, I need to go up a little bit higher on that cardstock just so I can get a nice round. So I'm going to go about right there, straight down. And there we go. So put our ink away, and this is the 1 3/4 circle punch. And I'm going to stamp this out, or punch this out, line that up. There we go. There's one. There's 2, and then the sentiment here, just a little bit north of the middle, and that's so I can put our little rhinestone there. So I'm going to take our scissors and I'm going to just give this a cut straight up. You can go to the trimmer if you want to. And this one I'm just going to wing it. There we go. And that looks good. Now for this, we're going to cut one of the lemon slices in half. There we go. And what I like to do on the, I guess I'm going to use this. I'm going to use the Hello Honey. And I'm going to just do the edges a little bit. It just kind of makes that little bit pop off the card. And yeah, I do it right there too. Didn't do it on the sample card, but you can do however you want to do it. So there we go. So we'll put our ink away. And I think we're ready to put the card together. Okay. So move my mouse pad. And here's our card base. And we'll bring back in our glossy paper. I'm taking some snail, and this is going to go back on. This is going to be centered on the front, like that. And we're going to take the one sentiment, and that goes on your scallop. And this is going to get popped up. So with our dimensionals, which are just the perfect height for giving it a little height and dimension on your card. I've used some of the box store old style pop-ups, and they're too thick, and so these dimensionals from Stampin' Up! I think are perfect. So we're going to put that about right there, and this is going to go on there. I did a lot of these flat just because if people mail them and that sort of thing. I think it mails a little better, and it gets a lot of dimension anyway. So this just kind of fills up the space a little bit from the background. Put that on there. Another lemon slice there, and let's do one more, and that's going to go down there. And I'm going to do one last thing. I'm going to just go around the edges, just a little bit of the card with some ink. Kind of finishes it off. I like it. Obviously, everything's optional, but that's how I did this card. So I got one last thing is to put a gem on it of some sort, and let's see what I've got. Various ones. I think I will do this. Just a little bit of center it up right there. And this is the faceted gems out of the new annual catalog. And so there's our card. And so let me show you the other cards that I did with the same pattern. And so this is with Tangerine Tango, and this is done with the Lemon Lime Twist, and I think that's Old Olive on it. And then this is the Grapefruit, and this is done with Calypso Coral, I think, and I mixed it a little bit I tried some Winkstella on there. This one says a couple little different sentiments, but I love this card. I think it's really cute and fresh, and I left the interiors empty so that people can write what they want. Now, in my community, we pass around cards a lot, and so a lot of times I'll do just a piece of computer paper and stick some washi on that. When I write them a note, then they can tear that off and reuse the card. And we do that a lot, and so it's kind of fun to see your cards kind of get passed around that way. So there we go. Hope you enjoyed this video, and subscribe, and until next time, bye.